What happened while we were away, brought to you by the Kabuki Theater. Checking in on the January 6th committee hearings. Basically, all you need to know about this Kabuki Theater is this moment captured yesterday at the end of former Fox News political editor Chris Stirewalt's testimony.
Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
I thank the witness for joining us today. The first panel is now dismissed.
For those of you listening, Stirewalt winks at the committee before getting up and leaving. Another oddity from the hearings is something the Daily Beast reported. Apparently, Fox News host Sean Hannity requested Donald Trump pardon Hunter Biden in a bid to smooth things over after the events at the Capitol on January 6th of last year. Moving on, Twitter yesterday suspended BlazeTV's Allie Beth Stuckey over her tweet from last week criticizing Fox News for running this segment on the California parents who were encouraging and coddling their daughter's mental illness. The Canadian government is set to announce an end to mandatory vaccines for domestic and outbound international air travel. The mandates had been in effect since October 30th of last year, meaning Canada is one of the last countries to remove that mandate. This comes as news that Canada's boy king Justin Castro has once again tested positive for COVID. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra tested positive for COVID for the second time in less than a month. New Pfizer documents were released into their trial of their COVID jabs for babies aged 6 to 23 months. Their own data shows at best the jabs have an efficacy number well below the promised 95%. The jab has negative efficacy between the first and second dose and less than 15% efficacy between the second and third dose. Again, this is a trial studying the vaccine efficacy amongst babies and toddlers, a group not at risk from severe complications from COVID. According to various reports, feminine hygiene products are the latest shortage in America right now. NPR tweets, people who menstruate are saying it's hard to find tampons on store shelves across the U.S. right now as supply chain upsets reach in the feminine care aisle. Learning Chinese today, today's phrase is, they're called bleeders, NPR.
他们被称为流血者 NPR.
White House Press Secretary Karine JeanPierre was asked for an update on the baby formula shortage.
Yeah, let me see if I have anything new for you on that. I think it's been a couple of days since we have been asked that question. Okay. I don't have anything new.
More Democrats are starting to openly question whether Joe Biden should run again in 2024. JeanPierre was asked about his mental and physical fitness by CNN's Don Lemon last night.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States. You know, I can't even keep up with it. We just got back from New Mexico. We just got back from California. That is not a question that we should be even asking. Just look at the work that he does.
A new Axios poll finds 71% of single young Democrats say they would not go on a date with somebody who voted for the Republican presidential candidate in an election. 37% of young Democrats say they wouldn't even be friends with somebody who voted for the opposing candidate, compared with 5% of Republicans. And finally, this from the Babylon Bee. Study shows kids who are homeschooled could miss out on opportunity to be a gay communist. And that's what happened while we were away.